Nick, why did you choose on becoming a developer, let's say?
Tough question. I wanted to build a website of my class back in school, and I didn't know how to do it. And I tried to figure out with Microsoft Front Page. This was the name of the app that allowed you to build some blocks which come up as a website at the end. And I like this constructor in general, and the outcome I reached where I was able to scan some pictures and upload them, scan to the website, write some names and descriptions of people and our timetable and so forth, and at the end I got a website, and this inspired me to dig into technology more, and then it all moved on for more than a decade already.
How old were you when you built this website?
16.
16, wow. Yeah, I think I did also the same around that time. So now moving on to your current reality, working in a squad as a developer. From all your responsibilities, which one would you say it's the most important one?
Making sure that millions of people are doing money transfers with no trouble. This is a breathtaking responsibility, and we employ technology in favor to enrich their lives this way.
And from your squad perspective, that is also very similar, what would you say is the core value that we deliver to our customers? So from payments squad, what is the core value?
I think quality, if I may say so.
Why is that?
Well, because my squad is responsible for an operation which is which is on a very high demand, transferring money, and therefore our core value as a team is to deliver these tools to enable people to transfer money with a high quality, because it's a daily tasks they perform. So quality, I think, our highest value is.
Great, thanks a lot, Nick. So moving on, in your own words, how do you define innovation?
I would define innovation in the following way. In IT, innovation is a tool that allows people who use this tool to change the world for better. Maybe it's too abstract, but innovation is something you build for others so they can make their lives and the world better.
To improve their lives?
And the world in general better. So you give them the tools to do it. You give them the tools to do great stuff. And this is innovation, probably.
Awesome. Very nice.
It doesn't have to be something very new or something very unique or so. I think it just shall give them the power to get better or to make a world around them better.
Yeah, sounds very nice. At your work, Nick, do you have enough freedom to experiment and try new things?
I have enough freedom and time, I think, yeah. I'm supported a lot to do stuff that I think matters.
Can you give an example of an exceptional, innovative project in George that maybe you worked on or maybe that you observed and that you consider is innovative?
Absolutely. Splitting money of your own account into multiple sub-accounts or virtual accounts. I built it as a Chrome plugin for George. And I wanted to demo to simulate and to show everyone how this feature enabled people to organize their money in a better way.
And what happened with this plugin?
This plugin will be turning into the feature of George. So for me, it's a big success of this experiment.
And this came up from your own, let's say, need?
Exactly. It came from my own problem that I wanted to solve, because I wanted to split the money in a way that different taxes are in one place, or donations that I will make in another place, or some other money, for example, that I want to collect for some reason, let's say to buy a running bike for my kid. You know, I could collect a little bit, and then I reach the goal in this way.
How do you call this plugin?
This plugin is called George Collections.
Nice. And how were you supported by the team and the management when you presented this idea?
Incredibly supported,
Mm-hmm.
because people wanted this.
Yeah, I remember that you presented it. Yes. Was it in a breakfast?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you describe, if any, the barriers that are keeping you from doing what you really wanted to achieve? Is there something stopping you to do stuff that you want to do but you can't?
Well, only the demand of the amount of work we have to complete within sprints. This oftentimes prevents me to dedicate enough time to what I wanted to achieve.
Can you give like a concrete example just to materialize?
Well, we plan a lot of tasks during the sprint, as always, and it's a high priority for me, for our team actually, to success. And this understanding of such a thing, that this is high priority to manage all these tasks, doesn't allow me, let's say, in myself personally, to dedicate enough time to clean code meeting preparation or this stuff, because I also train people in the company, and training people is not just for granted. You need to prepare for every training, so you need time, and oftentimes, because our sprint are pretty tight, I cannot find enough time for this.
So are you training people then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel you. I need to prepare when I'm working, I don't know, in a workshop or something. It's a lot.
Totally, yeah.
So after you implement something, we as a company or even as a squad, how can we measure the impact and success of any feature? What would you recommend us?
Absolutely, to look at figures and statistics. For me, this is the most important measurement.
So we are almost at the end, Nick. Thanks a lot for all your honest and direct answers. It's been great. There are two more questions before we go to the last one. If George would be a person, how would you describe him?
Interesting question. I would say George is confident. George pretends to be intelligent, but have to learn a lot to become one. George is not perfect, but he's real.
Mm-hmm.
Just like human. We are not perfect, but we are good enough. George looks good, really good. And Chris Tucker is this guy.
Super nice. Yes, yeah. I know him. He's super funny.
Yeah, exactly. He's funny, but he is also very trendy and always stylish. Yeah, that's why I'm picking him.
Nice. So Nick, we are at the end of this interview. It's been a pleasure. What's next is that we will continue interviewing more people from different backgrounds, different roles and responsibilities. And what we are trying to do at the moment is to understand where we are in terms of innovation, what are the perceptions on this topic, and hopefully later on we can propose some kind of innovation framework, maybe a team or maybe a setup in a way that it will allow us to experiment and do things maybe in a different way, maybe trying to get out of this execution mode and delivery mode. Perhaps we need to create some systematic approach how to do innovation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Have a good day. Bye.
You too, man. Bye.